Hi friends, today I will be giving you a list of topics which may help you to score a better mark in your upcoming Prelims 2020 examination. Okay, so the topics which I will be discussing are based on the current affairs. For example, the Ramsar sites. We know that around 10 more wetlands were added to the Ramsar list. Okay, so I will be listing out the Ramsar sites and also the topics related to Ramsar site, like for example, Ramsar Convention, Montreal Code. Okay, now in this video I am not discussing about the conventional topics, for example ecosystem, biodiversity. Okay, so these are the conventional topics, so you must study that also. Okay, so I am only discussing about the topics which were in news, which were in current affairs. Okay, and also I am not discussing about the famous organization like IUCN, WWF, UNEP. I am not discussing about this organization because you know that. Okay, you will be studying about it, right? So I am discussing only about the topics which were in news. Right. So I am not discussing about the conventional organizations and the conventional topics. Now here are some topics which were in news. For example, Miyawaki forest. So you need to know what is Miyawaki forest and who invented this method of forestation. Okay. So Miyawaki forest. Then we are having cold seep ecosystem. So this western disturbance was having some influence on the growth of cold seep ecosystem. So that's why it was in news. So you need to know what is cold seep ecosystem, where it is found, and what are the properties of this cold seep ecosystem. Right. Now next we are having the kelp forest. So you need to know what is kelp forest and what are the main species which can see in the kelp forest and where it is located. Okay. Whether it is on the land or whether it is on the sea, like that. Right. So kelp forest. Then we are having shola forest. So shola forest, where it is located, in which part of India we can see the shola forest. Right. And what is this shola forest? What is the peculiarity or what is the characteristics of this shola forest? What is the relation of shola forest with the river and its perennial flow? Okay, so what is the relation of shola forest with the perennial flow of some rivers in India? Right. Then carbon footprint. So regarding the climate change and all, you might have heard about the word carbon footprint. So you need to know what is carbon footprint. Okay, and how it is used in the climate change mitigation programs. Okay. Then the term biodiversification. Then invasive and alien species. So lots of invasive species or alien species are found in India, right? So you need to know what is this invasive and alien species, what is the difference between invasive and alien species, then what is allopathic species and what is allelopathy or allelochemicals are there. Okay, then we have iterative evolution. So what is this iterative evolution and where it has happened? Okay, and if we are having any example for that, that also you have to know, right? So iterative evolution. Then we have sexual dimorphism and color morphism. So there were some news related to the morphs of some cats. Okay, so sexual dimorphism and color morphism, what is the difference between both? Then regarding the pollution, we know that bioaccumulation, bioconcentration and biomagnification. So what is the difference between bioaccumulation and bioconcentration? You need to know about it, right? Then trophic cascade, what is the phenomenon called as trophic cascade and what is the effect of that trophic cascade and what is it? Then camouflage and mimicry, what is the difference between camouflage and mimicry? And you have to have an idea regarding the difference between camouflage and mimicry, and also you need to have some example for this both, right? So these are some conventional or concept topics which were in news, right? Now here are other topics, for example Parivesh. Okay, so Parivesh, it was a web based system to bring the transparency for obtaining the environmental clearances, right? So you need to know what is Parivesh and what are the advantages of Parivesh, like that. Okay, so Parivesh is a web based single window based system for getting the clearance for environmental clearance, right? Now we have another topic, e-green watch. What is this e-green watch and under which organization, authority it comes under? Then SUFFER application related to pollution and weather forecasting, right? Then ash track, a mobile application for tracking the ash. Then VAYU, that means wind augmentation purifying unit. Then graded response action plan, a pollution control measure, right, which is practiced in Delhi region mostly. So graded response action plan. Then RUCO, that means repurpose used cooking oil initiatives. So most of the topics mentioned here are related to pollution, right? So RUCO, repurpose used cooking oil initiative, RUCO initiative. Okay, so you need to have an idea regarding the main features of this graded response action plan, RUCO initiative, SATAT initiative, ASHTRAC initiative. Okay. So SATAT initiative. After that we have a campaign called as Breathe Life campaign, right? Then we have an initiative called as Eco Network program. then biogas, then bagasse, leftover product of the sugarcane industry called as bagasse, and what is the importance of this bagasse or how we can utilize this bagasse for our energy production. Okay, so bagasse is used for energy production, right? So what is bagasse? What is its usage, like that things? Then fatbergs, what is fatberg? Okay, and how it is used for the energy production. It's also a source for energy production, fatbergs. Okay, then petroleum coke or the peat coke. It is one of the cheapest energy source. Okay, then flue gas desulfurization. Now we know that sulfur content, sulfur dioxide content is increasing in the atmosphere, right? So that's why in order to reduce the amount of sulfur, we are having a technique called as flue gas desulfurization. So you need to know about it, right? So India was one of the country which is emitting more sulfur dioxide. Okay. Then what is fly ash, right? Then you need to know about the chemicals which are used in the firecrackers, because recently some of the chemicals which is used in the firecrackers were banned in India, right? So you need to know about the chemicals which are used in firecrackers and what are the chemicals which is banned from using the manufacture of firecrackers. Okay, then you need to know about the green crackers also. So there are some crackers called as green crackers. Okay, to reduce the pollution we are having green crackers, right? So you need to know about that also. Then sulfur dioxide. So I said that sulfur dioxide is increasing, right? So India is one of the most emitter of sulfur dioxide also. So that's why you need to study about the sulfur cycle. Okay, so sulfur is one of the gas cycle, right? So sulfur cycle you need to know. Then sanitary fields and landfills. Okay, so sanitary fields is a kind of landfill, right? So sanitary fields or landfills, you need to know about it, right? And there are some pollutants which are emitting from the landfills. For example, the leachates and emanating gases. Okay, so there are lots of gases emitting from the landfills. So you need to know about it. What are the major kind of gases which is emitted from the landfills? For example, carbon dioxide, methane, like that. Okay, so you need to know about it. What are the major gases which are emitting from the landfills or sanitary fields, right? So leachates and emanating gases are emitting from the landfills. Thereby it is polluting the environment, right? Then mercury, associated with the mercury, you have to study about the Minamata Convention on Mercury also, right? The disease, Minamata disease, right? So you need to have an idea regarding the properties of mercury. So mercury is the only metallic element which is liquid at room temperature, right? So you need to know about these kinds of features of mercury, right? Then we have nonyl phenol, a pollutant. Then microbeads, you need to know about microbeads, microplastics. Okay, then what are the effects of these microplastics or microbeads on the aquatic ecosystem or on the living world or on the species which are seen in the aquatic ecosystems, right? Then you need to know about the biomedical waste. Okay, so what is this biomedical waste? What are the types of biomedical waste? Like, for example, there are categories like yellow, red, white, blue. These are the categories of biomedical waste. Okay, so you need to know about the categories of biomedical waste and what are the waste which comes under yellow category, blue category, red category, white category. Okay, so you need to know about the biomedical waste. So we know that we are having rules called as biomedical waste management rules 2016. Okay, as part of that we are having this classification. So we need to know about the classification of biomedical waste and what is the definition for this biomedical waste and what are the biomedical waste. Okay, now there are some technologies called as mineral accretion technology. Okay, or we can call it as bio-rock, right? So it's a technology to revive or to stop the degradation of coral reef, right? So in order to protect the coral reef, we are having an initiative called as mineral accretion technology or bio-rock method. Okay, then we are having geoengineering technology, geoengineering method, then hydroponics technique, method which is used to treat the wetland regions, right? Polluted wetland region, right? Hydroponic technique. Then we have phytoremediation technology. Okay, already UPSC asked a question regarding the bioremediation, right? So like that we have, similar to that we have a topic phytoremediation, using of plants to remove the pollutants, right? Then we have biomethanation, producing the methane from the bioorganic matters, right? So biomethanation. Then water footprints. Okay, so there are three types of water footprints. For example, the grey water footprint, blue water footprint and green water. So grey, blue and green are the water footprints we are having. So we need to know about what is this water footprint. Okay, then National Action Plan on Climate Change, NAPCC. So there are, what is this National Action Plan on Climate Change and what are the 8 missions under this NAPCC. So there are 8 national missions. Okay, so you need to know about these 8 national missions, right? Then National Monsoon Mission Initiative. then mission innovation, integrated tiger habitat conservation program, right? Then integrated development of wildlife habitat. Okay, so integrated development of wildlife habitat. Under that, we are having a program called recovery program for critically endangered species, and there are 21 species listed under this program. So you need to know about these 21 species also. Okay, so there are 21 species which are under the recovery program for critically endangered species, and you need to know that animal names also, that species names, right? Then after that, we are having Operation Save Kurma, Operation Olivia. So Operation Save Kurma is for the protection of the turtles, right? Then we have Operation Olivia for the protection of olive turtles. Then we are having cheetah reintroduction program. Right now, the NTCA is focusing on the reintroduction of cheetah to India, right? And they have conducted some habitat assessment also. Okay, if you are reintroducing cheetah from other countries to India, we need to have specified habitat for cheetah. NTCA have found out some regions in India which can be a potential habitat for the cheetah. Okay, so you need to know about what are these potential habitat of cheetah in India, which are assessed by the NTCA, right? So cheetah reintroduction program, to which sites in India we are going to introduce the cheetah. That sites names you have to know. For example, Naurodehi, Kunopalpur Wildlife Sanctuary. These are some examples. Okay, so like that there are other sites also. Then Plan B. Okay, to protect the elephants we are having Plan B. Okay, to protect the elephants from railway accidents and all, we have an initiative called as Plan B. Then E-Mammal Project, Govardhan Scheme, No More 50. No More 50 is a campaign. Then Roadkills is a mobile application. Okay, to aware the people regarding the road killing of animals, wild animals, we are having a mobile application called as Roadkills mobile application. Okay, then Gaja report, a report prepared by the Elephant Task Force in order to protect the elephants in India. So elephant is declared as the National Heritage Animal of India as per the recommendation of this Gaja report. Okay, Gaja report also suggested to give the Project Elephant the legal status also. We know that Project Tiger is having legal status under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, right? Because it was amended in 2006, right? So like that, Gaja report is also recommending for the legal backing of the Project Elephant. Okay. Then Green Good Deeds, vermin category. So you need to know what is vermin category, under which law we are declaring the vermin animals. Okay. Then Operation Clean Art, right? Operation Clean Art. Then tranquilize. So in what are the procedures for tranquilizing an animal? Okay, under which law we have the provision for tranquilization. Okay, now we have the ecological sensitive area. Regarding the Western Ghats protection, you might have heard about the ecological sensitive area word, right? So what is this ecological sensitive area? Under which law we have this ecological sensitive area? Then we have GRACE, Greens Alliance for the Conservation of Eastern Ghats. Okay, so GRACE, an initiative for the conservation of Eastern Ghats. Then Econivas, Srishti, Biota, Van Mahotsav, Community Reserve and Conservation Reserve. So we know that UPSC already asked a question regarding the wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, tiger reserves. Okay, these all were having the legal backing by the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Right. So under the Wildlife Protection Act, we also have some other protected areas called as Community Reserve and Conservation Reserve. So Community Reserve and Conservation Reserve, these are also a kind of protected area which were declared by the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Okay, so you can expect question from that also. Right. So what is the difference between Community Reserve and Conservation Reserve, and what are they? Right. Then UNESCO Global Geopark. Right. UNESCO Global Geopark. We know about the other two initiatives of UNESCO. UNESCO World Heritage Site is there. UNESCO's MAB is there. That means UNESCO Biosphere Reserve Program is there. Then UNESCO is having a third program, UNESCO Global Geopark. Okay, so you need to know about what is this UNESCO's Global Geopark. Right. Then GRIHA, that means Green Building Rating System is there. A green building rating system called as GRIHA is there. Then Blue Flag Certification. So you need to know what is Blue Flag Certification, who is the authority or who is the organization which is giving this certification, Blue Flag Certification. Okay. Then Renewable Energy Certificates is there. Then Ecomark Certification is there, right? Or Eco Labeling or Ecomark Certification for the products, right? Then Green Co Rating is there. That means Green Company Rating. Okay. Green Co Rating means Green Company Rating. Then Star Rating for cities, Global Wetland Outlook, right? So you need to know what is Global Wetland Outlook and who prepares it, or what is the relation of Ramsar Convention and Global Wetland Outlook. Okay. Then we know that India is having the most number of tigers, and we are mostly we are initiating the tiger census also, right? So you need to know about the methods used in the tiger census. So there are methods like SECR, M-stripes, extract compare, polygon search method. These are the methods used in the tiger census. Okay, so you need to know about it because already UPSC asked a question regarding the M-stripes. Okay, so you need to have a idea regarding the what are the methods used in the tiger census, right? Then Jadayu Conservation Breeding Center. Okay, that means VCBC, Vulture Conservation Breeding Centers. There are vulture conservation breeding centers in India, and out of that we are having a vulture conservation breeding center called as Jadayu Conservation Breeding Center for the protection of vultures, right? Then Management Effectiveness Evaluation, MEE. Then we have some topics like Kambala, Jellikattu, Kalabuttu, right? So these were in news. So the Jellikattu issue, it was in news several times, right? At that time also there was some news related to Kambala, Kalabuttu. Okay, so you need to know where these traditional practices are happening, like the Kambala, Jellikattu, Kalabuttu. In which state we have these practices. Okay, you need to know about it. Then green economy. So you need to know what is green economy. Okay, and when it was initiated, right? Then Environmental Performance Index, an index called as EPI, Environmental Performance Index. The National Wildlife Action Plan is there. Then Coastal Regulation Zone rules are there. Then Forest Landscape Restoration Mechanism, FLRM. Okay, so these were the other topics which was in news. Now here are some names of animals, species which were in news. Okay, golden langur, right? So you need to know what is this golden langur, where it is located, in which part of India we can see the golden langur, right? You need to know what is the relation between golden langur and the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantees Act 2005. Then Great Indian Bustard, right? So UPSC already asked a question regarding the Great Indian Bustard, and you need to know what is the Great Indian Bustard and where it is located, in which kind of habitat we can see it, and what is the effect of noise pollution on this Great Indian Bustard. Regarding that, it was in news. Okay, noise pollution, sound pollution, it was causing a threat for the Great Indian Bustard. So you need to know how noise pollution is affecting the Great Indian Bustards. Then the animal chiru or Tibetan antelopes, then hollow gibbon, where it is located. Okay, musk deer, why we are killing the musk deer, we need to know about it. Then Sangai deer or dancing deer, what is the feature of the Sangai deer or dancing deer, where it is located. Okay, so it is located on the northeast, mainly in the Loktak Lake. In Loktak Lake we are having the Kebul Lanjawa National Park, right? So in the Kebul Lanjawa National Park of Manipur we are having the Sangai deer or dancing deer. Okay, and it is grazing on the Fumlis, right? So like that there are some features for these all animals. So you need to know about the features of these animals, right? For example, some animals will be having some special features, right? For example, the elephant, Asiatic elephants or the elephants. Okay, so the elephants, they can make a subsonic rumble through their trunk, right? And that wave, sound wave will be passing through the ground. And the other elephants can sense it using their trunk as well as using their feet. Okay, using their feet, legs, right? So that's a unique feature which can be seen in the elephants, right? So that subsonic rumble will be produced by some leader in the elephant group, right? So he will pass that message that someone is there in their territory like that. Okay, so in order to communicate to the groups, the leader or the elephants will be using the subsonic rumble, right? So like that, most of the animals will be having some special features. We need to know about it, right? Then the olive-ridled turtle, they are having a feature or they exhibit the aribada, that means mass nesting of olive-ridled turtle is called as, the turtles is called as aribada, and olive-ridled turtle is exhibiting this process called as or phenomenon called as aribada, right? Then pashmina goat, or it is also called as changdangi or changra, where we are getting the pashmina wool, right? So pashmina wool is made from the fur of this pashmina goat. Okay, then pangolin, right? So Chinese pangolin is there, Indian pangolin is there, right? So why it is trafficked? It is one of the most trafficked animal in the world, pangolins, for their scales. Okay, then Great Indian Hornbills, orangutan. So whether the orangutan is found in India, we need to know about it. Okay, so regarding the animals, we need to know whether the animal is naturally found in India. Okay, so whether the animal is naturally found in India, that is the main point you have to study regarding an animal. Then the features also. Okay, then its location also. So orangutan is not found in India, right? Then locust, what is the locust and what is the effect of this locust on the agriculture? Okay, then Nilgiri tar. So this locust attack, it was in news, right? So that's why we know about it. Then Nilgiri tar, Kashmir stag or hangul, Then pearl sports. So regarding pearl sports, you need to know what is the importance of these pearl sports on the economy, right? So pearl sports are mainly found in the backwaters of Kerala, right? So what is the importance of this pearl sports on the economy, right? So you need to know about it, right? So what is this pearl sport? It's a kind of fish. Okay. So these are the main species which was in news, right? So there are other species also. You have to study, like for example, Asiatic lions are there, cheetah is there, gharials or fish-eating crocodile, then the Gangetic river dolphin. Okay, so like that there are lots of other animals also, but these are some animals you have to give much importance. Okay, then these were some trees or plants which were in use: Neelakurinji, rhododendron, Chengurinji, sandalwood, baobab, living root bridges. Okay, so Pachachedi, Jatafa carcass, caged tree. Okay, so you need to know what is the macrophytes, what are the importance of these macrophytes. Okay, so macrophytes are maintaining the nutrients of the aquatic ecosystems, right? So you need to know what is macrophytes and its importance to maintaining the wetland ecosystems. You need to know about it. Okay, and you need to know about the locations of this tree species, whether it is found in naturally in India like that. Okay, then Wollemi pines. So Wollemi pines is not naturally found in India. It is only found in the Australia, right? So, but it was in news. Okay, so it is only found in the, it is protected in the Australia. Wollemi pines. It is not found in India, right? So these are some plant species or tree species which were in news. Okay, now we have some international initiatives or organizations. Okay, so first one is Ramsar sites. So we know that around 10 more wetlands were added to the Ramsar list in India, right? So that's why we need to know about the Ramsar sites in India. Around 37 Ramsar sites are there. So you need to know about the locations of these Ramsar sites. Okay, then you need to know what is the Ramsar Convention, the features of Ramsar Convention, and you need to know about the Montes Record. Montes Record is a part of the Ramsar Convention, right? And what are the wetlands or Ramsar sites in India which is in the Montes Record or Montes list, you need to know about it also. Okay. Then United Nations Environment Assembly, UNEA. So everyone know about the UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, right? So here we are having UNEA, United Nations Environment Assembly. So you need to know about what is this UNEA and what is the relation between UNEA and UNEP. Okay. So you need to know about it, right? So UNEA. Then Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, CMS. It's a Convention for the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals. Okay, that is called as CMS. It's a international treaty agreement. Then Earth Hour. Okay, so you know about what is this Earth Hour, who conduct this Earth Hour. As part of this Earth Hour, we are having a competition called as One Planet City Challenge. So you need to know about this One Planet City Challenge. Okay, One Planet City Challenge was earlier called as Earth Hour City Challenge. Right. Then IPCC. Okay. Then Green Climate Fund, Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety, United Nations Conference on the Human Environment in 1972. That means Stockholm Conference. Right. So as part of this Stockholm Conference, we are celebrating the World Environment Day on June 5. Right. Then CITES, CITES, Convention on the International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Okay, it's a treaty, international treaty for regulating the international trade of animals and plants also. Okay, then Foundation for Environmental Education, FE, Foundation for Environmental Education. So earlier we said about the Blue Flag certification, right? So Blue Flag certification was given by the Foundation for Environmental Education, FEE. Okay, so you need to know about it. Then SAVE Consortium. SAVE Consortium is for the protection of vultures. Okay, so in which region of the world we are having this SAVE Consortium? Mostly in the Asian region we are having the SAVE Consortium, right? For the protection of vultures we are having SAVE Consortium. Then Basel Convention, Rotterdam Convention, Montreal Protocol, PETA Organization, CATS Partnership. For the conservation of the tiger landscape we are having CATS Partnership, Conservation Assured Tiger Standards. Okay, that is called as, that is the full form of CATS, Conservation Assured Tiger Standards. Okay, so CATS Partnership. Then World Organization for Animal Health, Under 2 Coalition. Under 2 Coalition is a subnational government initiative, right? So that also you need to know. Then Mangroves for the Future, for the protection of mangroves we are having Mangrove for the Future. Then Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. Then Global Peatlands Initiative, Brasilia Declaration. Then Sendai Framework. Sendai Framework is related to the disaster management. Okay, so these are the some of the international initiatives which were in news, right? So obviously you need to study about the IUCN, WWF, UNEP, UN, UNFCC, okay, Earth Summit, Wetland International. These all also you have to study. But here I am only listed of some of the organizations or international initiatives in news. Okay, since everybody knows about this conventional organization like the IUCN, UNEP like that, I'm not discussing about it here. Okay, now in India we are having the Wildlife Crime Control Bureau, Bombay Natural History Society, NVM Pollution Control Authority, National Ganga Council is there. Earlier it was called as NGRBA, National Ganga River Basin Authority, right? The National Biodiversity Authority is there, Animal Welfare Board of India, Wildlife Conservation Trust, Forest Advisory Committee. So regarding this organization, we need to know whether it is a government organization or a non-government organization, and also we need to know whether it is a statutory body also. And if it is a statutory body, we need to know under which law it was constituted. Okay, for example, this Animal Welfare Board of India, it was established under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960. Right. So under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960, we are having the Animal Welfare Board of India. Okay. Then National Biodiversity Authority. By the Biological Diversity Act 2002, we are having the National Biodiversity Authority. Okay. So like that, you need to know about the organization and their respective law. Okay. Then there are lots of protected areas which were in news. Right. So I am not discussing about the protected areas. Okay, so some of them I am mentioning like the Sundarbans, Simlipa Tiger Reserve, Kanchenjunga, Mukundapur Sanctuary, Kanha Tiger Reserve, Pench Tiger Reserve, okay, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve, Kanchenjunga National Park or Biosphere Reserve, right? So like that there are lots of protected areas, but I am not discussing about it. Okay, then you need to know about Flamingo City. So Mukundapur Sanctuary, regarding that, it was the first white tiger sanctuary in India, or in all over the world we are having the first white tiger sanctuary, that is Mukundapur Sanctuary, and that is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, it is the first white tiger sanctuary, right? Then Flamingo City, it is in Ran of Kutch region in Gujarat, right? Then Tiger Capital or Tiger Gateway of India. So you need to know which place is known as the Tiger Capital or Tiger Gateway of India. So these are some factual information you need to know, right? Then here we are having Earth Day, Earth Overshoot Day, World Environment Day. So you need to know about what are these days, right? So Earth Overshoot Day, Earth Day, what are they? Okay. So these are some of the important topics which was in news, right? So hope it may help you to get a good score in your upcoming 2020 prelims examination. Okay. Thank you and best of luck.